Uh, I'm on a webcam. That means either, excuse me one second, that's either like one or two things, uh, I guess. One, I'm updating you about something. I do have to update you about something. Small, very small Blu-ray update. Very small Blu-ray update. And that is, I got All I Ever Wanted. It's the Airborne Toxic Events live album. And it was the one where they did it at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, and that's a very prestigious kind of big deal thing because it's huge and echoes and a grate in it. And it's a pretty wild looking theater. I mean, I've just seen pictures and from it from this concert, and it's pretty awesome. And they played the entire self-titled album because they only have one album, and that's also a wild thing. They only had one album and were given the opportunity to shoot a concert there. I think that was like the first time ever. I'm not sure, but yeah, and yeah, they play like the entire first album. With Wishing Well, Gasoline. This is mean you're moving on and all those great songs. If you don't have Airborne Toxic Events self-titled album, the first one, get it. It's really good, and I highly recommend getting this. It looks pretty. It sounds good, and very, very good concert. But yeah, that was a small Blu-ray, and now I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven Blu-rays out of my hundreds of DVDs. So yeah, it's growing. So yeah, all right. Let's get to the main bulk of this vlog. I guess I haven't done a vlog in a while. Okay, we'll take off my DVD update glasses. I guess I'll do that from now on. Whenever I do a DVD update, I'll wear those glasses. But anywho, all right. So I'm sure everyone has a Netflix and like watches their shows, movies, yada yada. So I got Netflix on my Wii and my PS3, which is downstairs. So yeah, and I started watching a movie called 2001 Maniacs: Field of Screams. Now I've seen the original, the first one, which is just called 2001 Maniacs, and it's 2001 Maniacs is a remake called 2000 Maniacs. It was made in the 60s, I believe, and it was like a splatter film. In the 60s and 70s had those splatter films where violence and stuff in movies were kind of not like new, but the, the splatter. It's called like I remember like the genre was called like Splatter House or something. But yeah, you get the point. So anywho, this if you haven't seen 2001 Maniacs, it's a good. I liked it. It's. I mean, I love watching B movies, and this one was kind of like, well, kind of not. It was good. It was fun. It's really fun. You got Robert England in it, and he plays like a Southern Civil War mayor, and these not hitchhikers, but these college students are trying to go to spring break, and they pull up in there, and also more college students. So two groups of college students and a biker guy and his girlfriend all pull up in this small southern town, and it turns out that they're cannibals, and they start to kill them and eat them. So it was a kind of really kind of interesting, good, fun movie. Some of the deaths were like kind of like over the top and like funny. Like one of the characters is gay, and he has sex with Robert England's son, and I know, and they skewer him up the butt with a rod thing, so it goes up his butt. I thought that was kind of like subtle, like oh, because he's gay. Oh. But yeah. Anywho, it was a pretty fun movie. I recommend it. I think it's on Netflix, and if you have it, check it out. Anywho, the sequel was terrible, awful. I didn't like it at all. Okay, when I first heard about the sequel, I was like, "Oh, we're a sequel, awesome." I like sequels. A lot of them aren't as good, but still enjoyable. But anyway, so I was like, oh, is Robert Englund in it? He's not in it. So I was like, oh, that sucks. Then Bill Moseley was reprising that role. I was like, oh, I love Bill Moseley. He was awesome in House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. He was great in those. I love him. So I was like, oh, he's perfect for a crazy kind of guy. You know, he rips people's faces off and rails them for Christ's sake. So I was like, oh, word. And then as I was watching it, I found out the plot really was people didn't come to them. They kind of made people come to them. It's kind of like um, they they move and decide to go to Ohio, and they kind of make like camp with teepees and all those jazz and all that jazz, and they they kind of like run into this cast of characters that are making a reality show based on the simple life that Paris Hilton show that came on like 5 years ago. So yeah, that's good to make fun of now. It's 5 years old, why not? And all those characters are annoying, and they have the director of the show is a Jew, and you know this. I'm not saying like race, like not racism. I'm not trying to say like sound cold hard or anything, but yeah, he's Jewish, and they kind of hint towards him being Jewish because they like make money jokes with him, and he like goes, "Oh, money, money," and he has a I don't know what it's called. If y'all know, like if you're Jewish and you know whatever the little hairs, like those little curly hairs, I don't know what those are called. I don't know if there's like a special name for them or anything, but they're curly. Those little curly hairs. He has those, and he has like a yarmulke, and yeah, and he was so bad. He talked like this. That's his tone throughout the whole movie, kind of like Keanu. Like, whoa, what is that? I am an FBI agent. But he was just like, money, but yeah, and like half the movie is like dubbed. I don't mean dubbed like you know how movies made was made in like Spain and they dub it over English, like dubbed, like someone like it'll be all of a sudden they're talking like this and they get loud because it's dubbed over really bad. It seems like they didn't have the budget to get like big mics so they can talk. Let's talk into the mics. I don't have a mic there. I don't know why I was like, oh, but yeah. And you know, it's just badly dubbed. All the actors are horrible. They have they try to be like stereotypical. Like they have a guy who's Latino, and you know, he goes, yeah, say I'm gonna stab you. And I don't know. They just like make him all stereotypical. They make the Jewish man stereotypical. Everything's stereotypical. Like the blondes are like what? Like ditzy and stupid. It's just really bad. Okay. And you know when you're watching like a horror movie, you expect the gore to be good, and like I watched another guy who had a DVD, and on the DVD, you know, it says like extreme gore. Let me see that guy's name. Zombie Fud 2, ZOMIFUD 2. Zombie food. I agree with this guy. This guy seems to have the hit the nail right on the head. So yeah, he explained it really well in the DVD. You know, it says extreme gore and violence, and there was like none. I mean, I agree with him on this one. There's like a scene where like the girl is like strapped down and they cut her in half, and that was the only thing they really showed. And the other one was like the Jewish guy like gets his head blown up, and that's about it. All the other ones are kind of like off screen or just kind of like that's stupid. But yeah, it's just a really bad movie. Sequels are usually supposed to be better than the first, kind of make everything better, character development, action, violence, yada yada. And you know, no, they didn't do that good. I was really expecting this one to be good, and it really wasn't. It was horrible. So don't watch this one. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I'm not gonna blast your chops or whatever. Watch if you want to. It's just not my cup of tea. It was just not a well-made movie. So yeah. They're trying to make a third one, I think I hear, but since like the second one's getting panned by not critics, reviewers and fans and stuff, that wasn't good. So I don't think they're making a second one. So yeah. But anywho, yeah, if you have Netflix or you've seen it on TV or on demand, check out the first one. And if you want to, check the second one. First one, I would, out of 5, I would give it 2, 2.5. Kind of fun to watch. Fun, it's bad, but it's good, but it's not. It's kind of in this general like, I don't know what that was. The second one, on the other hand, oh, that's fine. Oh, there we go. I'm stupid. The 1, 1 out of 5, bad, not good, shit, like poop. But yeah, not good, not good. All right, I have to. I'll do this on my webcam, so I have to look up this guy's name because I feel really bad. I don't notice he's requesting something. Okay. Um, Blinkman67's requesting me or Joey or Mark to do a good movie review. So, and he's also requested us to do like a commentary on a good movie like Shark, Shame, Redemption, and Ocean's 11. Since I'm doing Zoom and Stay Alive, which are kind of bad slash kind of good movies. Zoom isn't. Stay Alive is kind of slash good bad. Zoom's is terrible. So yeah, I'll work on a good commentary. It should be pretty fun. I don't know how commentaries or riffs, what you want to call it, kind of used to like kind of make fun. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but it should be interesting. And Blaze the movie fan. I've been following Tutor Wild Blaze, and he wants me and Joey, I guess, to do a commentary on Cats and Dogs 2, The Revenge of Kitty Galore. Alright, Blaze. I'm doing that. And Blinkman 867. Those are coming soon. Excuse me. Sorry if this webcam video was a little long, but I hope it was entertaining. So, I'm Corey. Hope y'all have a good one.